Let's talk about the volume profile sovereign rank indicator. I'm just gonna get right on into it. I made it as clear and concise as I could possibly do it. So first off, let me change this. The next update would probably be me changing the color of the candles. So first off, white candles, very, very bullish. Very, very bullish. Or at least pointing to the direction of exhaustion of a bullish move. Just like the purple ones, when you get the huge purple spikes, light purple spikes, I should say. And the original one is the light pink. It's in the description of the indicator on TradingView. Basically meaning prices finna reverse or maybe continuation of said trend. And the orange candles represent fake outs, manipulation. Don't make any sudden moves when you see these orange candles. Sometimes they can indicate something that the other ones don't. We'll talk about that as well. And then on the background, we have a volume and cloud. This is interpreting different measures of volume, but the cloud is telling you the white is bullish and the purple is bearish. Where the buying and selling is at. Are there more buyers and sellers? You know, we got the candles, but what's going on with the buying? Like right here, you can see the buyers stepped in, but then immediately the seller stepped in and the cloud started getting smaller, along with the volume spikes. So let's put it on the chart. Let's see what we've got here. So this is the 111. You know, it's probably unusual. But you can see here, volume spiked up, and the next after that, volume just kept decreasing, which would have been a good indication that we're probably gonna make a down move. Now I know this is you can see it in hindsight, so you know you have to have some type of discernment when it comes to these things. But this was a good indication, like right there, we're clearly in a downtrend. But then we got this spike indicating that we were going to change, or at least move up. So from there, when we got this was telling us, hey, that move up is not going to last long. So if I had my divergences on here, let's put the both keeper on. So now that we got the Oath Keeper on, we can make it make sense. So not only did we get this volume candle spike saying that, hey, this probably isn't the move up that you're looking for, we got a print down here on the Oath Keeper telling us that price is about to go the opposite way. And then we got divergence. It's almost, you almost can't see it, but there it is. Which was also signaling, hey, I probably need to be taking a short. And it would have been a decent scalp short if you caught the top or something close to it, even if you would have just caught, 6% short. That's a good short. So let's get back into it. With that being said, we had divergence down here. We also had divergence on the candles. So we came up here, made another high. But down here, the volume was bearish and did not overtake this volume. So that's another indication that, hey, we need to be selling. And that's how you know, that's how you read volume divergence. It's pretty much the same as regular divergence. So let's go to the daily and see what happens when we get these spikes. All right, so manipulation or fake out right here was basically saying, so right here we got a trend change saying, hey, we're gonna go, you know, the trend's gonna change eventually. And then we printed this, which is saying basically a fake out to the downside. This was telling you, hey, don't short this right here. You're gonna have opportunity to get short. Now the short came a couple days later, and maybe you could have, you know, you could have seen this and shorted the next two candles for a scalp on the daily, which would have been a decent short, you know, 7%. That's, you know, those are decent moves. But just like here, showing us exhaustion, probably FOMC day with this crazy candle, showing us exhaustion, fake out to the downside, which is what we just talked about. And then we eventually got that move up, to go down. So this is example of continuation. We got this volume spike. We got more serious volume spikes, which kept price pushing up. And you can see the cloud is bullish. So this is no indication to get out. This would have been a good indication of to look for longs. So let's go to the small time frame because we're not trading the daily. We're not swing trading. We're trading scalping. What would we do in a scalper's environment? So here you can see the purple coming in, just telling us, hey man, this price is finna get exhausted. And we got a print down here as well. Price is finna get exhausted. So I would have been looking for a long. Still bearish printing. Then right here we got a manipulation saying that we were still trying to push down, but we didn't get that. Got another bearish candle. And then finally we start to see price creeping back up. When you get these, when you start to see volume decreasing from the bigger volume candles, that's an indication that, hey, buyers are stepping in and pushing these wicks up. And they're trying to get the price to go back up. That would have been a decent scalp. Let's go look for some divergence. Price action has been really crazy lately, so, you know, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. Like here, let's talk about it. So looking at the volume, once we got these volume overtaking this, I probably wouldn't have traded any of this. Didn't really have any clear, concise anything because they this is divergence. They gave you divergence, so that would have been a good indication to take the trade as well. Price started exhausting. These were bullish, and then price started exhausting. We started getting big bear candles. And you could have waited for confirmation on this. But just clear bearish divergence, I probably would have taken that. At least a scalp down. And there's more to this strategy. I'm just showing you what happens when you get these volume candle spikes. Volume spike, reversal. This is volume spike reversal, another volume spike that took this one out, which is saying, hey, we're probably finna push down. And we got the print down here on the Oathkeeper for reversal. And if you pay attention to the Oathkeeper, a reversal is coming when it starts printing. And this is just telling you divergences. We already got a video on that. If you go back and watch it, if you haven't. Right here, spike. I wouldn't have took this. This is just chop. We did get a print down here, but this was a continuation print versus a reversal print. But I would have tried to get the long end, because right here we got the reversal saying, hey, we're gonna reverse, lower volume over here. It's divergence on the volume. Yeah, I would have got long right here. So yeah, you can basically see when you get these spikes, the trend is changing. Spike, the trend is either changing or continuing. You got to have some type of discernment. That's why we got different bunches of different confluences to get us in and out of these trades. So right here, it's telling you, don't short this. It's manipulation. Short up here. You can see price started going down. We got this. You could have shorted this for a little move. It wasn't a good short for real, but 1% scalp is decent enough with leverage. And every spike is not a trade. We're looking for the real abnormal spikes. Like that was continuation. The abnormal spikes it's telling what's going on. And it definitely makes more sense on the higher time frame to get a sense of things. Basically bottoms at the spikes. Right here indicated, hey, move up. You could have scalped these bottoms. Huge bullish indication saying that, hey, trend's gonna change. And I like this on the Oathkeeper, keep you ahead of the game. This is a good example. We got this volume coming in right here on the Oathkeeper. It was like, hey man, do not get short right here. This means do not get short. Even though we got the volume spike, don't get short. I mean, you could have, but if you wouldn't have your stop up here, you would have got stopped out. But this is telling you, hey, it's not ready just yet. And this showed you, hey, exhaustion, it's ready. But me being me, I would have been looking at this like, hey, volume's here, this buying is decreasing, selling is coming in, and this manipulation candle was telling me, hey, don't short this just yet. And then eventually you got the short. Exhaustion, decrease in volume, fake out, increase in volume. I mean, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is telling you continuation. Short. So, like I said, you have to take it all with a grain of salt. But it's not impossible to read. Volume. Long. See these price starting to get exhausted. Sellers came in. Do not fight the trend too with this. Like, this is to tell you what's going on. You don't want to fight the trend. Like, if you get a exhaustion candle, you know, and it ends up just sideways moving, I mean, this is the 4 hour, so it would have been a decent short if you did take it. Go to the 4 hour, get your bias, go to the low time frame, see what's going on, and see if you can get in the trade. So super low time frame, scalping the 1 minute. See, these things you can work on a 1 minute too. It's telling you, hey, don't long this right here. You can get a better opportunity. You could have went long right here. Said, don't long this right here. You can get a better opportunity. And it came down here and gave you another long over here. I wouldn't have taken this. I'm not sure. This is just not a good place to get long. If we're gonna get long, we would have tried to get long over here, where we got these spikes over here telling us we're going up. This is probably vector candles that came up here and got took out, came back down, took these vector candles out, and you would have got long over here. This was telling you, hey, this is finna get exhausted, and this gave you, hey, it's exhausted. We finna go up, and you could have got long down here. This said you were exhausted. Selling is exhausted. We got a little spike down here. Selling is exhausted. Buying started to step in, and then we got to buy. So yeah. But as soon as we get these spikes and the buys don't try to keep these spikes up, you gotta know. You see this? The buying price action stop. Manipulation to the upside saying, hey, well, this is just manipulation in general, but it would have been a good indication to, hey, price is about to do something as well. And you could have shorted this. It's not the best indication, but you could have shorted it. I mean, it gave you divergence, a very, very small divergence, but it's there, you know. And they do that sometimes. They give you real small divergence. I'm talking about small. And you could have scalped it. But this is 1 minute, you know. Over here, price got exhausted. Don't long this or don't short this. It's going to be another opportunity. Selling us, hey, we're finna get another trend down. Money flow started leaving down here. And then boom, short. So yeah, that is volume profile, sovereign range. You can get a new trading view. If you need help with any of this, you can hop into Discord. We'd love to have you.